guys, welcome to Haywire Homestead. Sitting here waiting for my middle schooler to get off the bus, and figured since I'm actually by myself I would sit and talk to y'all for a minute. We lost Piglet yesterday. She had polio. If you look at my previous video on her, I'll leave a link in the description below. She had polio. Started out, she had a virus, got a high worm load, became anemic, and then I think just medicating her totally screwed up her rumen, and she contracted either polio or listeria. Sometimes they present very similar, so we took her to the vet, and the vet was treating her for both, and we started treatment about a week ago. Minor improvements every day, and then she dipped back down, so we were on a little bit of a roller coaster. Sunday was day 6, and in the morning I took her out. We've been taking her out for a little walk to get some sun and fresh grass and just fresh air, and she still couldn't see, so she had to be kind of led. I was a little bit of a seeing eye goat for her, and she was doing really good. Gosh, she was walking everywhere. She had a lot of energy. Even though she couldn't see, she was very aware of what was going on around her. And then I came back home after Gabe's soccer game, and she was down in the stall and she couldn't get up. And found out she was a bit overheated, even though she's in the shade. She had fans. She just got too hot. We brought her in the garage, got ice packs on her, cooled her off, and called the vet, gave anti-inflammatories per the vet, gave IV fluids, and it just wasn't enough. The neurological symptoms were very severe. She couldn't get up on her own. If she was up, she would just plow forward and run into everything, and after a point she couldn't even stand on her own, and we made the decision to let her go. And I'm gonna miss her a lot. We lost her sister earlier this year. Her sister was born with some issues, and we knew the possibility of losing her, but now I lost them both, and it's really hard when we were just starting on goats. We've had goats just over about a year and a half, and these were our first 2 babies born on the farm, and we're expecting some more here in about 4 to 6 weeks, but it's really tough losing both of the first ones that we ever had, and both of them being under a year old. It's just really, really hard. But and today I'm doing good. Yesterday I was a sobbing mess, so I couldn't even dream of doing this video. Now we are working toward taking measures. I don't ever want to deal with this again. Barber pole is a resistant, horrible, nasty parasite, and it's very hard to get rid of. But we had wet weather, and it just thrives in that wet, warm environment. So we're taking steps to make sure that we don't wind up with this problem in the future. I'm getting a new type of probiotic called, well, I have one tube of it. It's called Equiotic. They used to make a product, it's from Bluegrass, oh gosh, sorry, Technologies, I believe is the name. And they make one product called Equiotic, and they used to make a product called Boviotic, which was from bovine. It's a much better probiotic, but the Equiotic apparently can also be used in ruminants. I spoke with one of the owners of the company. He's a client, his wife is a client of mine. So I've got a tube of that. I'm giving everyone extra probiotics. They're getting garlic ginger paste per Rose from Wholesome Roots recipe that I got from one of her videos. I'll put a link in the description below for that. I am doing some research on some of the herbal dewormers, so I can switch from having to use any chemicals at all. I do really feel like having to use the chemical wormers which can be one of the reasons that can cause polio or listeria to onset. I want to avoid that in the future, so we're doing research, and we're going to be picking either Molly's Herbals or Land O'Hallowa to dose our goats. I've also treated their paddocks with diatomaceous earth. and we're going to go from there. The other thing that I'm doing is I am going to my vet's office with a fecal sample from Annie because her eyes are still a little light, her Famacha color's light, and I am going to be learning how to do hands-on with my vet a fecal examination, and I ordered the slides so that way I could do them at home from now on. And I'm gonna, well, look forward for a video for that, but I just wanted to update everyone that unfortunately we lost Piglet, and thanks for watching. Have a good one.